since 1755. The women's gala collection consists of watches made with gemstones. For men, we like the Malta collection with sweeping sword-shaped hands and a Maltese cross on the face. Number 4 is Breitling from Grenchen, Switzerland. In business since 1884, Breitling watches are known as high-performance instruments for professionals. These watches utilize innovative technologies that make them conversation pieces as well as useful timekeepers. Number 5 is Rolex from Geneva, Switzerland. The name alone conjures up an impression of luxury and cost. Refined to the last detail, Rolex watches follow a meticulous design. The individual parts work in complete harmony, resulting in a superb timepiece. Number 6. I will not say this correctly, and that's okay because I'm pretty sure if I can't pronounce it, I can't afford it. Breguet. Valet de Joux, Switzerland. Want to have something in common with Sir Winston Churchill, Queen Victoria, and Arthur Rubinstein. Keep time with a Breguet. Breguet. I don't know. Whether it's a watch or a clock, you're assured of owning a distinctive and elegant piece. I noticed that as we go, we get less and less detail of each entry. I figured down here at the bottom it would just have like a name, and it's a watch. Number 7 is Omega from Bienne, Switzerland. This Swiss watchmaker has made special timepieces for astronauts. And if they're good enough to survive space, they should be good enough to wear on Earth. Number 8 is Cartier from Paris, France. In 1904, Louis Cartier introduced his first watch, the Santos. It was named for his friend, the dashing Brazilian aviator Alberto Santos Dumont, so he could tell time without taking his hands off the controls of an airplane. It was the beginning of a beautiful marriage between jewelry and timepiece. Number 9 is Blancpain. Blancpain, I don't know, from Le Bresse, Switzerland. For more than 250 years, 13 generations of watchmakers have passed down their tradition of creativity. It is an integral part of every Blancpain timepiece. And number 10 is Perpetual Watches from Hong Kong, China. Master watchmaker Alex Lee has designed a collection of magnificent precision timepieces, including accurate regulators and tourbillons at very reasonable prices. Man, I'm kind of bummed out that my swatch isn't on here anywhere. Where is my swatch watch? What kind of bullshit list is this? The next list that we have to read is the 10 best mattresses. But my purple mattress isn't on here either. Research to identify the 10 best constructed mattresses began in London. I have always been keenly particular about getting a good night's sleep, in part because I have a problematic back. Never heard it worded that way. What's wrong with you? I have a problematic back. Sounds like your back needs therapy. I was thrilled to discover that this book is really pretentious. I'm sorry. of Sleep Easy Limited from London, England. This manufacturer has been hired over the years to make beds for several finer international hotels, including the Savoy in London. Sleep Easy also has a royal warrant to supply mattresses to Queen Elizabeth II. What's so special? For starters, these beds don't use synthetics, latex, or foam. The particular mattress we like is the Hotel Beauty Rest Deluxe, which features the company's special Beauty Rest coil technology, 1,200 individual springs, and a cotton wool surface that's hand-stitched with a tailored finish. Wow. Number 2 is Savoir Beds Limited of London, England. You spend a third of your life asleep, proclaims the website for Savoir Beds. Sleep well, and your waking life can be physically active and mentally energetic. Sleep badly, and you never catch up with the day. We couldn't have said it better ourselves. These guys know what they're doing. They only make 2 models, number 2 and number 4, which tie each other for a spot on the 10 best list. Each mattress takes at least 60 hours to make. Savoir can tailor the product to antique or specially designed beds. It also makes headboards in a variety of styles and fabrics. And if you're not sleeping like a baby within the first 6 weeks, Savoir will make the mattress softer or firmer. Savoir fans have included Emma Thompson, Liza Minnelli, and Morocco's late King Hassan. After he slept on a Savoir, not sure if it was a 2 or a 4, in a London hotel, the King purchased 24. Prices start at $8,000 for singles and $11,820 for a full-size mattress and box spring sets. Yeah, I probably will not be purchasing one of those. Here's a little section, but that's something else. For some reason, it comes over here. Simmons Palace Bed from Marne-la-Vallée, France. Made by Simmons French operation, the Palace Bed is extremely comfortable. We found it in the Hotel Meurice in Paris. Guests have actually bought the beds from Simmons through the hotel. The mattress features the company's famous Beauty Rest pocketed coil technology, as well as all natural materials and hand-stitched ticking. For winter, one side is made extra warm with white wool, while the summer side has pure cotton. And number 4 is Simmons Beauty Rest World Class from Atlanta, Georgia. The Simmons Bedding Company has offered some fine beds since it began in the late 19th century. The Beauty Rest World Class is no exception. It features 850 coil springs that are designed to minimize motion. The special pocketed cable coil edging that runs along the perimeter of the mattress adds support and makes the bed more durable. Covered in embroidered suede fabric, States. AleSmith Barrel-Aged Speedway Stout has great balance that hides its amazing power. A mouthful of fun, whether out of keg, cask, or bottle. It has an aroma of heavy chocolate and alcohol and an extremely rich, thick taste combining chocolate, smoke, coffee, and bourbon flavors. So basically like if you licked the floor of a tavern. Number 3 is Three Floyd's Dark Lord Russian Imperial Stout from the United States. This beer has a truly opaque color with a very good creamy tan head. The aroma hints of figs, burned chocolate malts, leathery and earthy yeast esters, molasses, and espresso. The taste mixes heavy malt with pungent bitter hops. It attacks the palate with brutal effectiveness and feels thick and long-lasting in the mouth. Whew, I bet. Smoke, coffee, and fruit notes round out the flavor. And then we have Dieu de Ciel Péché Mortel from Canada. Pouring in a rich, thick, black stream, Dieu du Ciel Péché Mortel develops a creamy, nitro dark tan head. The body seems to have a certain shine to it. The aroma is complex, but subdued slightly. Thick, dark chocolate, plum, molasses, plenty of bittersweet coffee, and even strawberries are all present in the nose. It's going to get crowded in there. The body is rich and robust and has an almost gritty, sugary, yet viscous texture. Good complexity and nice balance of a lot of malty sweetness and coffee bitterness. The finish is a more subtle continuation of the body. A near sensory overload and very enjoyable. Number 5 is Rochefort Trappistes from Belgium. The appearance of this beer is dark brown with a tan head. The taste is a little nutty with dark fruit flavors, most notably fig. It also exhibits coffee, chocolate, and toffee flavors. The sweet aroma of this brew has a light hint of alcohol in the taste and finish. It is full-bodied and possibly the best of the Rochefort. Next we have Norebro Brigus Northbridge Extreme from Denmark. With a dark amber body, this beer has a medium creamy white head. It has a strong and flowery hops aroma. The hops are balanced out by a nice malt background with some aromas of caramel and darker malts. The beer explodes in the mouth, hops and bitterness everywhere, but it fades into some nice maltiness. Extreme, but then again nicely balanced by the malts. Next we have number 7, AleSmith Speedway Stout. Didn't we just see that? Well, we did see the barrel-aged Speedway Stout. Apparently this is different. From the United States. Good dark appearance balanced by its bitterness and malt flavors. This brew finishes with an alcoholic rush that's dry to the tongue. The color is deep black with a tan-colored head. It has a huge coffee aroma along with chocolate, malt, and a nice roastiness. Number 8 is Three Floyd's Dead Knot Imperial from the United States. A very soft brew that is quite strong, dry, and alcoholic. This beer is golden in color with a colossal body. It has great hop character with texture and balance, and a very citrusy overtone. It is creamy and frothy with an incredible finish. Do you ever get the feeling that the people who write these just really need to get laid? Number 9 is West